All right, shalom, shalom. We are the real Hebrew Israelites coming day in and day out to prophesy the downfall of Babylon the Great, which is America. First off and foremost, I would like to say, Call Haloyim, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Wakar Kadash. Double honors to the other apostles of Great Millstone, and salutations to the elect wherever you may be. Brother Shapaya coming at you again with a quick little edifying lesson. It was edifying to me when the Spirit revealed it unto me. So I'm just going straight into it. All right, this is dealing with, a deeper look into Isaiah 25 and 7, okay? And responding to comments on the comment board, because hey, this guy got his ass cut, all right? Come on, man. Put on Do Not Disturb and the shit still pop up. But nonetheless, so he says, scripts say don't seek vain genealogy, too, okay? He tells me, your own elder said the chart was false. Don't use Ezekiel 37, Genesis 49, or Deuteronomy 33 to justify a wooden idol. You clearly didn't watch the video. Well, to prove the tribes, you do use those scriptures to prove who the tribes is. You can't say don't use these, whatever. These are scoffers, because those same said scriptures cut their ass, right? But nonetheless, let's go into the replies, right? So mind you, he starts this whole conversation and says, scripts say don't seek vain genealogies, too, okay? What did I respond to him? Explain Isaiah 25 and 7 and break it down. I'll wait. Now tap dance around that scripture. He responds and tells me what? Bro, read verse 8. Who is it talking about? Yahweh Shai, well, she spelled Yahweh Shai name wrong, all right? How does that prove a false chart, though? You didn't address my question. See, with guys like this, they don't even understand proper sentences or proper etiquette, right? Scripts say don't use vain genealogies, too. That's not a question. That's a statement, okay? First and foremost, that's a statement. So you never asked the question, right? So I hit him back with this. I said, how is Yahweh Shai destroying the veil cast over nations? Question, break it down. What's the veil over the nations? Question mark. That's the point I want you to focus on. I know how Yahweh Shai is destroying the veil. Do you? I'm waiting on your answer. All right? He hits me back. And listen, brother, scoffers are just scoffers. Once you put them in that corner, they ain't going to answer you, man. Okay? And these are the same niggas, the same assholes that would say, answer every man. Answer every man. So check this out, right? He says, Shapaya, what is the veil? The darkness. Who was the darkness? Who was the darkness that couldn't comprehend the light? Who was the light in Genesis? How does that prove your faith in the chart, though, when your elder said it was false? What darkness are you talking about? What light are you talking about? All right? Because in Genesis chapter 1, I hope that ain't the light and darkness you're talking about. That's going into the elements and the lights of heaven, as far as the sun, the stars, the moon, so on and so forth. So, nigga, I don't know what the fuck you talking about. You sound stupid. Is Yahweh Shai the light of the world? Correct. All right? Is the world in darkness? Yeah, that's Isaiah. That's Psalms 82nd chapter. But this is not what Isaiah 25 7 is talking about, okay? So I said, shaking my head, look up covering. So look up the word covering in the Hebrew with the lexicon, and also veil. Shaking my head. See, our elders teach us how to dig into words. And I'm telling you how raw this was. I didn't even dig into these words till after the fact. Because the Spirit already told me weeks ago that the Isaiah 25 and 7 is, it's a slice to their whole doctrine, man. Okay? It says, and look at the cast over. All right? So I told him, look up all these things in Hebrew. Yeah, you're not going to get it. I said, yeah, you're not getting it. More importantly, if we don't know who the tribes are, how do we know who the heathens are? Through the Spirit, we know and believe we are Israelites by faith. Romans 8:16, right? So on the contrary, we believe the heathens are who we say they are through the Spirit. This is about truth with faith. Endless genealogies is searching for your actual bloodline through records. Now notice, I'm answering everything he even attempted to say, right? Here's an example. Nehemiah 7:64. They sought out their register among those that were reckoned by genealogies, but it was not found. Therefore were they as polluted from the priesthood. So you had certain men that couldn't prove they were Levites through their bloodline. So it was better to be safe than sorry. They said, listen, you can't be in the priesthood. Okay? Second example, Esdras 5, 1 Esdras 5:38 and 39. And the priests that usurped the office of priesthood were not found. The sons of Obadiah, the sons of Axaz, the sons of Adus, who married Argia, the daughter of Barzillus, was named after his name. And when the description of the kindred of these men was sought in the register, it was not found. They were removed from executing the office of priesthood. So going into endless genealogies is basically proving who you are. I'm from this, I'm from that. My father. Listen, we can't do that now, man. All the slave records are destroyed. Even before then, when we fled Africa, you know how much of our shit was destroyed? So we can't go off of genealogies. We got to go off faith nowadays, man. Back then, hey, like when you read Matthews 1:1 down to 3, it gives you the whole genealogy of Yahweh Shai, all right, his bloodline. We can't do that now. We don't have records like that. That's why the scripture says don't be caught up in that, okay? So I gave him 2 scriptures. Let's read more. So with that being said and done, we know we are Israelites through the Spirit. Even the tribes we know are through the Spirit, a.k.a. the Bible. You got to link up these scriptures, all right, with the nations of these people. Who do their spirits fit? Who do their personalities fit? I know I'm a Reubenite just off the strength of Genesis 49. See, our spirits are our personalities, man. That goes for Israelites and that goes for heathens, man. That's how we know who the fuck the wicked is, man. But nonetheless, let me get back into it. Once again, this is based on faith. So do you believe that you're an Israelite by genealogies or by faith? Now answer me about the veil, the covering that is cast, and proving the heathens are who and what we say they are. How do you prove that? Now notice, I'm giving them all these question marks. I'm waiting. Silly thing is, I'm answering you directly and correctly, but you're doting about questions. Let's see if you got the spirit or not. Answer, young man, answer. All right? Now, the reason why I say he's doting about questions, you talking about Genesis like this, that. All right? You never once got into the actual veil and the cast that's covering. All right? All right, you just said, well, who's verse 8 talking? Nigga, break down the 7th verse before you get to the 8th verse. I know what this is talking about. First of all, you on our comment board, first and foremost. All right? Yahweh Shai didn't go to the scoffers. All right? The scoffers came to him to try to confound him, and they couldn't. But we'll get into that furthermore, right? So back down to here. I said, you're going to answer me directly or no? All right? He said, Shapaya, I asked the question first and broke it down. Quit being a female and call in, bruh. You a grown-ass man. Scripts say don't seek vain genealogies too. That's not a question. Yeah. See, we dealing with fucking reprobates. They don't know how to talk. They don't know how to use complete sentences. Things of that nature. All right? This is me making it plain upon the tables for you, right? So back down to this. Since he said, you know, I asked the question first and broke it down, quit being a female, call in. All right, listen, check this out. The Pharisees asked first, and Yahushua cut them with a better one, as in a better question. Listen, Isaiah 25 is a cut to your whole breakdown, right? Now I gave them scriptures about Yahushua cutting the Pharisees with a question of his own. This is Luke 20 and 2. And he spake unto him, saying, tell us, by what authority doest thou these things? Or who is he that gave thee this authority? He answered and said unto them, I will ask you one thing, and answer me. The baptism of John, was it from heaven or of men? And they reasoned among themselves, saying, if we say it's from heaven, he will say, why then believe ye me not? Because they knew they was cut. But if we say of men, all people will stone us, for they are persuaded that John was a prophet. See, these fake assholes out here know who the true man of the Lord is. They know what question to ask and when to ask it. That's why they debate other fucking groups and go here and there. All right? Because the man of the Lord is going to give it to you straight up. All right? And they answered that they could not tell whence it was. And Yahushua said unto them, neither tell I you by the authority I do these things. First of all, nigga, we coming in the name of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Fuck y'all and all the shit y'all talking about. Because y'all not serving the true Lord in sincerity and in righteousness. Y'all going off your own bullshit, man. All right? So I hit him with this. I said, yeah. I said, I guess Yahushua was being a woman too. If that's your case, that I'm answering a question with a question, which you never asked the question, but if that was the case, nigga, I'm using the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. This is the same thing Yahushua did to you Pharisees. So thanks for proving that we're the men of the Lord and y'all not. Okay? Now it says this. You can't answer because you're confounded. And you know if you do answer it, you will only cut your own bullshit. Prove to me who the heathens are and who you say they are. This is like my third or fourth time asking him the same question. Now, the spirit all over his ass. I said, what's funny, I asked you to prove the heathens 4 times, and you didn't. I say, break down Isaiah 25 and 7, you don't. You say it's Yahushua, which I know that, but you didn't break down what it means. You said light and darkness is, Salakia. Darkness is not the correct answer, basically. That's not correct, okay? Now I'm breaking it down for him. The face covered by the veil are all the nations. They are not known by their biblical names. Is it not written in your law that the wicked cover the faces of the judges thereof? And if he cover the Salakia, and if he does that, wouldn't he cover up every other nation also just to hide himself? And that's what Esau does. That's why he puts that label white on them, or Caucasian, or something of that nature. He don't want people to know who he is, man. All right? Let's dig more. Now, look up covering. And you brothers could get into the Isaiah 25 and 7 and those words for yourselves. You know, look it up. Now, look up covering. It means cover or to envelop. All right? Like when you eat, even when you put something in the envelope, it's hidden. It's covered up in that envelope, right? All right? It says, now look up the root word, which is lawat, which means the same thing, but to a tighter degree. So it means to cover, but it means to cover tightly, right? So with extreme tightness, man. So imagine somebody covering something or hiding something with extremity, okay? It says, so now look up the lexicon for lawat. It says to be hidden secretly. So imagine being hid secretly just with a tighter grip. So somebody tried extra hard to hide it. If you could understand what I'm saying. All right. Veil, which means manaka, goes into image. So there is an image covering or hiding the true faces of the nations on the earth. Israelites and heathens included. All nations are called by a byword, not their biblical names. All right. Yahushua is destroying that now through his men by the prophecies within the scriptures. How was the wicked ever revealed? Salakia, how was the wicked revealed again? Let's look. 2 Thessalonians 2:8. And then shall the wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth. Amos 3:7. I ain't going to get it. You brothers can read it. All right. Hey, what else? Luke 1:68 through 70. All right. And shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. All right. So guess what? The wicked was revealed through the prophets, man. By us going out there to prophesy against Mount Seir. How did we know who the wicked was? Through the scriptures, through the spirit. All right? Looking at spiritual evidence, man. Simply put. All right? If the wicked is revealed, by default, the other nations are also. All right? It's called the process of elimination. All right? Just like the 12 tribes are revealed. But that nigga Nazariah had a whole breakdown on Dan. This was a couple of months ago, man. All right? 6 months to a year ago, the nigga had a whole breakdown on Dan. The nigga was breaking down the tribes. Okay? Shaking my head. It shows you his hypocrisy. This is a whole nigga that had a revelation about Dan, but now we don't know who the tribes is. But this nigga knew who Dan was? How much does that say about you, you dumb nigga? All right? I said, I hope you was edified, but I know you wasn't. You just here scoffing. That's why you ain't gonna answer. How do we prove the heathens? You have been thoroughly cut through the spirit with scriptures, examples, and etymology of words. Bonjour killing the prophets. Now that's an inside joke. Only a couple men will actually understand that if you actually look up what bonjour means. But bonjour killing the prophets, aka it's an insult. I know you don't understand that figure of speech because you're a sottish child. All right? So good luck killing the prophets. Good luck kicking against the pricks of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man. Because it ain't going to work well for you, in other words. Spirit on his ass again, right? P.S. For the record, you didn't ask me a question until I asked you about Isaiah 25. Then you asked the question after that. So like I said, you never answered me. Laugh out loud. Dude, you got your ass handed to you through the spirit. And you still proud about it. Come with the better scarf next time. Hey, listen, my wife's scarf's harder than y'all. And that ain't shit to me, because she don't scarf at all. Her scarf is nothing to me. So that should say a lot about you guys, man. That's a joke. All right? I said, I'm waiting. It's been I gave him 44 minutes. All right? Didn't respond yet. I said, I'm at work cooking and spiritually cooking your ass up too. I'm trying to serve you righteous bread, but it seems like you don't want to understand it. Don't worry, I got the video for you. And this is the video. And what is this guy's name? FTW Brotherhood, the Leaf Village. There's nowhere around that Isaiah 25:7. All right? When you look up those words and you understand what's going on, Yahweh Shai is revealing everybody through his prophets, man. If we don't know who the 12 tribes is, yeah, we know we're scattered abroad. Okay, we know that. But if we distinctively don't know who the 12 tribes are, what group of people they is, what nation, or where they're dwelling at in the latter days, then how do we know who the fuck the heathen is, man? I'm talking about from Esau to Moab. How do you know? Guess what? You use the same diagram that we prove, or the same way how we prove who the Israelites are. It's through the spirit, it's through characteristics, and it's through prophecies, man. If you guys don't get that, then so be it, man. All right? So be it. All right? But you go on this nigga page, look at what this nigga got. Let's load it up. Let's see how dedicated to the work of the Lord he is. Meditation and music. Didn't say nothing about Yahweh Shai in this video, which I watched. It was just fucking music. What's edifying about that? This is all scoffs, breaking down dogmas. Isaiah's not, come on, man. Change your energy, meditate. Battle Royale gameplay. Break down the camp dogmas. Preeminence. ITR apparently. His dumb ass. All right? Gameplay, Assassin's Creed. Like, nigga, what? Stay in your lane, dude, and just shut the fuck up, honestly. That's all I really could tell you, man. All right? But even when you go to these guys, shits, right?
Yo.
2 weeks ago, asked him the same shit. That nigga ain't gonna respond. This nigga dick riding on them though, but can't answer the question. All right? This nigga respond to everybody else. He ain't gonna respond to the prophets, man, cause his ass is cut. And that's right. That whole group is cut, man, and all you little flunkies are cut, man. So since I dug into Isaiah 25:7 thoroughly, ain't no way around that shit. Matter of fact, let's get it. Shit. Let's get it. Before my phone die. Let's get it. Let's get it. Isaiah 25:7. And he, all right, will destroy in this mountain the face of the covering cast over all people, which I broke that down, and the veil that is spread over all nations. All right? Yahweh Shai is doing that how? Through his prophets. He will swallow up death in victory, and the Lord power, all right, which is Adawan Yahweh, will wipe away all tears from all faces, and the rebuke of his people shall he take away off all the earth, for Yahweh has spoken it. And how Yahweh going to do that? Through his son Yahweh Shai, man. Verse 9, and it shall be said in that day, lo, this is our power. We have waited for him. He will save us. This is Yahweh. All right, because that's the day of the Lord. And how's the day of the Lord coming? Through his son Yahweh Shai, who's going to get that glory, and he's going to get that victory over everything. And guess what? He's going to give it all to Yahweh. So, like the scripture says, so Yahweh will be all in all. Okay? It says, we have waited for him. He will be glad and rejoice in his salvation. And this is talking about Yahweh Shai, man. All right? Because he's coming in the name of Yahweh, his father. All right? Yahweh Shai, he delivers, he that saves, man. So, hey, I pray this was edifying through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. You know, you scoffers are getting cut left and right, whether you want to believe it or not. If you don't believe it, Romans 3:3. But guess what? This boosts my faith. This make me feel mighty through the spirit, man. You know, it boosts my faith. All right? Because you guys cannot gainsay, man. All right? I feel like Elijah, man. Is this the best you prophets of Baal have to offer? Because this fire from heaven is coming down and burning you niggas. And I'm talking about the word of the Lord. Like Jeremiah said, man. My words in your mouth is fire and this people are wood. Okay? But guess what? That real literal fire is going to come down and burn you guys, man. You guys ain't shit, but scoffers and scorners, man. And may Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai exact righteous judgment upon you, man. All right? That indignation is going to come down upon you niggas, man. Okay? Shit, how the fuck we know who our enemy is, but we don't know exactly who we are, man? And listen, I understand that we scattered. Hey, I may not be a Reubenite, which I with straight confidence believe that I am, just giving off my personality. But if we don't know who our enemy is, how the fuck we know who we are? Or vice versa, man. And we believe what that wooden sign say as far as it linking up to the scriptures. But y'all say the idol like we bound down in, great 12 signboard. All right. Y'all just like Esau, the accuser of your brethren, man. All right. So with that, hey, I'm going to say all praises, honor, and glory be unto Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Makar Kadash. Double honors to the elder apostles of great millstone, and salutations to the elect, wherever you may be. Abba, Abba.